My name is Trent Nelson. This is June 17th. This is an addendum video to my legal depositions from my original first two videos. So this is video number 3. Again, this is June 17th, 2008. I'm making this video as an addendum in order to relay the plans that have been made against me by the people aforementioned in the videos previous, and what their plans are, so that if any of these plans were to take action on me, then I have documentation stating in advance what the plans were to do to me in relation to these cult activities. One plan that I'm aware of entails an MK Ultra repeat experience. Back in the early 60s, there was an MK Ultra experiment involving somebody named Frank Olson. And Frank Olson was a person who was given LSD and caused to jump out of a window in New York. And these people have decided that they would like to see this incident repeated and have targeted me as an individual to repeat this incident, and so have talked of giving me an amount of LSD in order to cause me to basically find myself jumping out of a window. And they're trying to make that take place anywhere, but it could possibly take place in New York. These people have basically forced me to become homeless because of the fact that they have made it so that I can't do business. So that's been an ongoing plan, is to cause me to be continually homeless. They're also planning to cause a repeat of the sleep room incident, in which a book has been written about certain MK Ultra experiments that were done in the United States and in Canada. And I have been a target of a sleep room style brainwashing and drug-inducing brainwashed state in order to implement certain sub-personalities and cause me to carry out agendas that these people have decided that I should be a target of. Part of this ongoing harassment has been the decision to engineer my sister, whose name is Cassandra Nelson, with the HIV and AIDS virus, and use her as a tool to spread the infection of the disease as a part of an MK Ultra experiment. And this experiment is a population control experiment. They're using this person, who happens to be my sister, as a person that they could give the disease to, and then they can put that person in contact with other people and basically cause the chemicals inside of her body to become basically absorbed into another person's system, regardless of any kind of contact whatsoever. The subject would just need to be within the vicinity of this individual, Cassandra Nelson. And there's even ways to use mediums to run the chemicals that are in my sister's body through a medium, and be able to take that medium, their energy field, and be able to transfer that into another human being in order to cause that other human being to contract that virus. That is an MK Ultra experiment. They've have a plan to keep me in a forced stress-induced state, which can cause a person to be able to be the victim of mind control easier. And they're hoping that they could cause me so much stress that I would eventually commit suicide. And they're hoping that that would be one plan of action that they have set in motion against me. They've decided to try to, and this has been ongoing since about the year 2006, to force me out of my chosen field, which is the field of personal growth and what's considered to be the healing arts, and to force me out of that area of study and basically into a position of lower than any second-class citizen in any country, and to keep me at this is another plan, to keep me at a continually regressed state, basically trying to make me what's called stuck at the age of 12. And these aforementioned individuals have decided that if they can keep me at that age, that I can be used as an ongoing target of their cult activities. And that technology to make that happen to a person is available, and can be done through computer manipulation. It can be done through energetic manipulation, and basically illegal regression therapies against a person's will, in this case myself. They have tried to use sterilization techniques on me in order to ensure that I'm unable to produce children. One of the aforementioned individuals was so fearful that I would develop a family, and basically have just become a target of this person, that they decided to try to sterilize me with their chemical process, and have harassed me in that way. I have had gang stalking by the aforementioned cult leaders done to me on a continual basis, basically 24 hours a day. And anywhere I go, either followers of these people or these people make sure that they know where I am and send in their followers in order to ensure that they know where I am 24 hours a day, and block any kind of activity that I could do that could cause me to basically be able to function as a normal human being in the United States or make any kind of a living. They have warned me that if I talk, and again, we is the aforementioned cult leaders that I had contact with, and have said that if I open my mouth about these incidents, that they would cause me to have a heart attack through mechanical means, through a computer or a cell phone technology that they've developed, and otherwise cause me to have an unfortunate accident, which so far looks like trying to mind control somebody to steer a car off the road and run into me. And I have actually had that happen to me from these particular individuals. There's also a plan as a part of the regression of myself to keep me at a perpetual state of a 12-year-old's body in order to create a tension in my back that will cause harm to my kidneys, and they're actually hoping that my kidneys would malfunction, and that eventually they would be able to take the kidneys out of me and use them for their own people's benefit. And if they can keep me at a perpetually regressed state, it would cause tension in my back. That would eventually put so much pressure on my kidneys that they could fail, and then they could use those kidneys. And they're willing to do this in order to keep me a target of their activities. These are some of the plans that I know that have been talked about and discussed in relation to my existence on the planet. These individuals are basically trying to force me either out of the country or to live in the woods, in the forest, so that I am not around any of the activities that they're trying to set up, basically for the entire nation. And I've been threatened that if I don't go along with their activities, that they wouldn't have any problem doing that, continuing to block any of my activities so that I can never get on my feet as a human being, or to become homeless, and otherwise threats against my person have been made.